Yo, welcome to episode 4 of the Rants. If you're new here, my name is Seymour, and this is my podcast where I talk about random things from productivity to basketball. I'm here with Wajahat, and we're here to talk about the NBA.
Today we're going to be talking about the Western Conference. And starting off, we're going to be talking about the Lakers. They're the former champs, and they're going to be trying to defend their championship and their whole honor this year.
Yes. And who's their biggest rival, in your opinion?
Probably the Clippers. They have big players like Kawhi and Paul George. I mean, Paul George did disappoint quite a bit last year,
That's
but
true.
they are quite, good contenders and probably going to be good rivals.
Pandemic P. I think he's gonna redeem himself this year, to be honest.
Do you?
And
Actually, he might
what's his
because,
name?
the whole everyone talking bad about him and everyone
Yeah.
saying pandemic P, that might fuel the fire inside of him or something to
Yeah,
play better.
he's gonna start like popping off each what's it called? Each game.
He hasn't
but at
done
the same
anything in
time-
the preseason though. Nothing in the
Yeah,
preseason. Man's been
yeah.
useless.
Clippers preseason is so bad right now.
Yeah.
They really need to improve. They're like what? They lost against the Lakers twice in a row.
Yep.
And the Lakers are not even starting with AD or LeBron.
Yeah, that's true. That's one big thing. They lost against the Lakers without AD and LeBron. What would have happened if the Lakers did have them? Like would they
Yeah,
would the Clippers have lost by like 70 points or something? What?
weren't they starting with like Kawhi, like
They
full
were
force?
starting with Kawhi and PG and all their good players, like all their actual starting lineup for the year. But
Yeah.
like the Lakers didn't even have, like they were starting with Taylor Horton Tucker, who dropped 33 against the Clippers.
Yo, THT is like really good, bro. He's a good prospect for the Lakers. A good future, unless if he moves.
He is pretty. How old is he? Is he young?
He's like 25, 26, I think. He's
He
young.
was on their team last year, but no one knew about him. This year,
Nobody knew.
People know. About
Yeah, cause like nobody is like. I mean, the Lakers, the franchise wasn't letting him play.
Yeah.
It's only the starters. When they went to the bubble, like he didn't even have enough minutes to play.
Yeah.
Jaron Dudley has more, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, THT. What else? How do you feel
That's
about
really impressive,
Dennis
though, in my
Schroeder?
opinion. That THT was able to drop like 33 against
Yeah.
the Clippers defense.
I
Isn't
know.
PG supposed to be like a really good defender or something?
Yeah. Wait, no, it's Patrick Bev. Was Patrick Bev playing?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. But what do you think about the new Lakers lineup?
I like them. I mean, in free agency, personally, I think that the Lakers won. They lost like their terrible player in Danny Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
Danny Green shot an air ball.
I know. I
He
saw
shot an air ball.
he was in the corner. This man's
Yeah.
terrible now. He's down bad.
I don't know what's happening to Danny Green. Before he used to like shoot green, bro.
Spurs
like,
Danny
anywhere
Green
from the
was
court.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I don't know what happened to him. He bricked for the Lakers and now he's bricking for the 76ers.
Markieff Morris should be happy that he didn't get traded.
I know, and Kuzma too.
Yeah.
They actually
Kuzma
signed him. And
got paid. He got what, 3 year 40 million?
yeah, he was like I think he got overpaid, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he's doing well.
What was it like? How much is he getting? 13 million?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I know he signed a really good contract, but at the same time, it's overpriced because the quality that
Yeah.
the way he plays is not that good. But now,
Mhm.
because of the preseason, he looks good. He looks good. He can shoot threes.
Yeah. I feel like Dennis Schroeder is going to be a really good addition for the Lakers.
No, but the Lakers
he
the
played
Lakers
good.
have like 2 6 men. 6 men like
Yeah.
what's his name? Montrez. He was a six man of the year last year. And Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
too, good 6 man.
Is Montrez going to be the starting center this year, or is it going to be JaVale?
Wait, JaVale is in Cleveland, I think.
Oh,
Wait,
he is.
I think he's in Cleveland. I don't know where he is now, but
Is-
yeah. Tristan Thompson is in another team too.
Because they lost Dwight
Yeah,
Howard,
yeah.
right? So
I think it's Montrez. Montrez is gonna start center because
Mm.
they don't have a backup center. Like if
yeah, because he was playing against the
Mhm.
Clippers. JaVale is in
Yeah.
the Cavs now. So against the Clippers, Montrez was actually playing
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
well. With THT, those two were
Yeah.
playing well together.
okay, we were just talking about the what's it called, JaVale McGee being in the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think we should talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're like really bad because of the preseason. Their defense is really bad.
Yeah, that Cleveland team is doing terrible right now.
They signed
Like Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love together are getting paid so much
I think
money.
Tristan Thompson left. He's not in Cleveland anymore.
No, but he took so much
I
money
know.
from them.
He
And then what's it? Kevin Love is getting paid what, 20
because
million a year?
he's like what? I think the franchise. I think he's like one of the top players of Cleveland. I guess he hasn't moved there.
I mean, he's probably like there's that young guy Colin Sexton. He's playing
Colin Sexton,
really
Darius Garland. He's one of the worst defenders in the league, bro.
good.
Their
Yeah.
team has no defense.
In my opinion, he's a bust. Wasn't he was selected pretty high in last year's
He was
draft.
Darius Garland ranked the worst.
Fifth.
He was the worst
Yeah.
in defense. Even
Yeah.
though they have Andre Drummond, which is a really good defender and rebounder, they're still
Yeah.
not good.
Do you think Andre Drummond's getting overpaid or not?
I don't really know. Andre Drummond is a quality player, but he's slowly getting older. Like before the Detroit,
Like every single year he puts up good like rebounding
Yeah.
stats and decent point stats, but he never actually like leads his team like to
Mhm,
victory.
That's true. It's like in the Detroit Pistons, he's like a one-man show. It was like Then
Mhm.
Blake Griffin.
Like Griffin were a
Yeah.
good duo together. He's getting paid 22 million a year.
Why are we talking about the Eastern Conference? I wanted to talk about the Pistons, but that's gonna be on another episode.
Yep. So talking about catastrophes, what the hell is going on in Houston?
Harden, bro.
Last year Houston lost Clint Capella,
Yeah.
right? This year they lose Russell Westbrook, and now every single day a new report comes out that James Harden wants to move to a team.
Bro,
Literally today, a couple
Yeah.
hours ago, it turned out that the Raptors might get him.
new Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
I'm not like Harden got some weight, bro. He gained weight over the quarantine. I don't know what happened with him.
He's gone
Yeah.
thick.
He's still doing well, I guess, but like he's not as fast as before.
I feel like as far as Houston go, I don't think they'll ever be able to get like true victory, like the championship, unless they get more big. Like they lost Clint Capella last year, so they put was it PJ
Yeah.
Tucker
Center.
in center, and now they have DeMarcus Cousins, but he's playing like a bum.
He's old, bro. He's
Injured
better. He's a
always.
veteran now at this point.
No, he's always
Yo,
injured.
you see him shooting threes though? He can actually shoot threes. The John Wall,
One of my favorite big man does shoot threes, as if James Harden doesn't do that.
John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. That's a good pair, but DeMarcus Cousins is like
Yeah.
slowly rotting, bro. But
Yeah.
Harden,
He gets injured more and more. He gets less
Yeah.
and less
Do you think-
points.
do you think
All that.
Harden will sign with the 76ers?
Like, maybe. I mean, the 76ers, do they really need him?
They need shooters.
Because Josh Richardson as a shooting guard isn't good enough to carry them
Josh
to a championship.
Richardson is in the Dallas Mavericks now. They're in what's the name? Josh Richardson. He was traded for Seth Curry. And yeah.
Wow, my favorite shooting guard ever who's going to win the championship and finals MVP, Seth
No,
Curry.
what? Seth
I
Curry
guess-
brings leadership inside 76ers.
I know, but I don't think he's good enough to lead Philly to
Hell
a
no.
championship. I feel like if they get James Harden, they might
I
be able
think
to. do that.
Joel Embiid is too selfish. Like he wants the ball for himself, and
Maybe.
Ben Simmons can't shoot, which is the problem with him. And he's what 6 foot something.
Yeah, zero
He's
shooting.
really tall
Do you
for a point
think?
guard.
Do you think Joel Embiid is the best center
nah,
the
bro.
whole
No.
league?
The top contenders?
Nikola
Yeah,
Jokic.
Nikola Jokic is nice, but I don't think it's Joel Embiid because I just don't have a good feeling with him.
Well, speaking of Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets. Last year they impressed quite a bit. They won three game sevens, I think, in the playoffs. They won against the Kawhi and PG Clippers. How do you think the future is going to be?
They have a safe future. They have a safe future for the Nuggets. They have Michael Porter Jr.
He looks like a good young player. He does
Yeah.
get injured sometimes, but
He can
Um,
shoot threes, bro. He can shoot threes.
yeah.
Like most of our team can shoot, cause for point guard they have Jamal Murray who can shoot, Nikola Jokic center. He can shoot. Michael Porter
Also,
Jr. He can
one
shoot.
guy on the Nuggets who's kind of disappeared over time, Gary Harris. What happened to him?
Gary Harris.
In
I don't.
2017, he was averaging 17.5 points a game, and then now in 2019, he averaged just 10.
No, cause like more players are being added to the Nuggets team, and everybody's doing better. I
I
guess.
guess so,
'Cause,
yeah.
yeah, everybody wants to get points and wants to show off and all that. But I think the
They've
Nuggets
gone-
have a great
Over their
future.
history, they've gone super lucky with draft picks. They drafted
I know.
Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, what's his name? No, Jokic.
Yeah.
They got Murray.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't hate the Nuggets. If you're from any fan base in NBA, you don't hate the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a good team.
The Nuggets are good. Do you think realistically that they'll actually win though?
The Nuggets, no, they're not. They're a second round exit.
Hmm.
They're not a championship contender. But if they add another star, then yeah. Probably.
I feel like if they get more veterans to lead the young guys, because most of the team are young.
Yeah, that's true. And now that they have like playoff experience, maybe they're gonna go for another run.
Yeah, that's true. Also, Paul Millsap, he's in the Denver Nuggets at the moment. He does okay, I guess. He is getting paid quite a bit though.
Paul Millsap is really old. I don't know why he's
Yeah.
still in the league, but I guess you can consider him as a good power forward. Don't wait. Who signed Ibaka? The Clippers, right?
Yes, Ibaka went to the Clippers. Because,
I-
well, I guess they did that because they lost Montrez, right? So
Yeah.
they had to make up for it.
Yo, this is Future Seymour, and I'm just gonna say that the recording got cut off. So now we're talking about Ricky Rubio.
He was drafted by them and now he's back with them.
Yeah. I think Ricky Rubio is still gonna keep his career, but he's gonna
Yeah.
be coming off the bench, not like in the Suns. He was starting point guard, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the starting point guard. Aaron Baines was playing pretty good last year. Do you think he'll be, up to that same level this year?
I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna. Nah. He's gonna be like this player that he's there and like we don't really care. Like he's not that good, but that's what I have to say. But
How good
if
of a
when
backcourt do you think? How good of a backcourt do you think the like Chris Paul and Devin Booker backcourt is?
Chris Paul has leadership, that's Chris Paul's like characteristic as being a leader and floor man. What's it called? A floor spacer. And that's gonna help both DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker when they're playing.
Yeah, because DeAndre Ayton, a lot of people in a lot of people's eyes, DeAndre Ayton has been kind of like a bust.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's not that. He's not a bust. He's a good player.
No, I know he's good, but some people are saying that like considering that he was drafted ahead of Luka, ahead of Bray, he's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bust if you're looking at like the draft number.
Basically, last year he was doing actually pretty good. He was averaging
Yeah.
18 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a consistent center.
Yeah.
But I think Luka Doncic should have been like the first pick of the draft.
Well, I mean, at the time of the draft, it wasn't exactly known too much
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah. Wait, do they have any backup for the front court?
So, like the bigs or something.
Who?
Because, like, they have two bigs. They have DeAndre Ayton and Aaron Baines. So
Oh, that's true. They have Dario Saric. Ooh,
Yeah,
what
they
do you
do.
think about him? What do you think
Dario
about him?
Saric is pretty good. He's a decent player. He is pretty
Yeah.
consistent.
He came from the 76ers with a trade, and
Yeah.
that was, I think that was best for him.
He was decent there.
Yeah.
One team
We
that I
talked-
feel like is actually pretty interesting that Chris Paul actually got traded from OKC.
Yeah.
Last year they did surprise quite a few people. What team were they? 5th, 6th, something like that.
Yeah.
Like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. They did lose Chris Paul and what's his name, Dennis Schroeder,
Yeah.
which were pretty good for the team. They were averaging pretty good points.
Mhm.
But now they have so many draft picks.
This year, they lost everybody. They lost Ferguson. They lost
They lost
Steven
Adams.
Adams.
Too.
Yeah. In the topic of the OKC, now let's just talk about them. I think they're gonna have a great future. They're gonna trade those draft picks for stars.
You think they'll trade off the draft picks or maybe like keep them in just in case they're good? Because they have so many draft picks. They traded
Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
George for draft picks, Steven Adams for draft picks, Russell Westbrook for draft picks, like all that.
I like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
be a
He's
great
definitely a good young player.
yeah, he's a good young player. He's gonna be like a future all-star. He's up there. He's not up there, but like not as the same level as Jamal Murray, like Donovan Mitchell, but like he's up there.
I feel like OKC is probably in the whole league the best situation to rebuild because they have so many draft picks. They have
Yeah,
good,
so much draft picks,
young talent. You know,
But like, who's their the replacement? What's the replacement lineup?
for Chris Paul,
No, I mean
mean,
for OKC,
for OKC.
because they lost everybody except for
Yeah,
Shea.
they lost everyone.
Andre
They lost,
Robertson. They don't have
Grant
Andre
too,
Robertson.
Jeremy Grant. They lost him to the Nuggets. He was good
Jer-
for the OKC Thunder too.
And didn't Grant get traded to the Knicks too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I think so. I don't know.
He got traded to the Knicks. Then yeah, the Knicks are gonna be alright this season.
But
They're not
after
gonna
Russell
be like
Westbrook,
bad.
after Russell Westbrook left, there was that time with where like it was like last year it was Paul George and Russell Westbrook for a
Yeah.
bit. Paul George was having his MVP level season,
Yeah,
and then it was just Steven Adams and Chris Paul and
Chris
Shea
Paul,
Gilgeous and like Devin Shooter. Now all
Yeah.
of them are except for Shea Gilgeous, but they have a lot of draft picks.
yeah. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I can't wait for that guy to pop off because he's a young talent, and I expect like a lot from him.
But Steven Adams, he got traded to
The Pelicans.
Pelicans, right? Which is
Yeah.
actually another team that I would want to talk about. Like they're
Yeah,
in the
rebuild.
phase too.
Yeah.
After they lost AD and then they got Lonzo and Josh Hart, and then they
Yeah.
got the first overall pick, Zion.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have a pretty good future.
Pelicans are gonna be a must-watch team because they have right now. If Eric Bledsoe comes out of injury, they're gonna have Eric Bledsoe. They're gonna have a shooting guard, JJ Redick, or Josh Hart, either one. Small forward, they would have Ingram. Zion as power forward and center would be Steven Adams. That's a good team right there.
Especially since a lot of them are developing as players, and they would be better in the future.
Yeah, that's true. He's like Zion Williamson is gonna. I think he's gonna leave Pelicans.
Really? I feel like him and Lonzo are a good duo, so I think like they might go together. And then
Lonzo will be passing lobs from the half court, my guy.
I mean, he's doing it well though. He's not
Yeah.
scoring much, but he is doing flashy assists.
He can now shoot. He has better form, and
Better
he can have like he can do shots close up and
Do you
long
think he'll
range
be
too.
better than LaMelo by the end of it?
LaMelo Ball. Like the first debut, the first game, he didn't score any points, but he like
Yeah.
was passing the ball really good. And
Plus, he got like 15 rebounds or something.
yeah. How about Lonzo's rookie debut? He didn't do as well as LaMelo, but
He didn't
LaMelo
do
didn't
as
even.
well.
Yeah, but LaMelo didn't score any points. So yeah.
Yeah. But both of us are forgetting to talk about one big man, Brandon Ingram. He's been going crazy for the
shoot.
Pelicans.
That's the Rant 2.0. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
He's been scoring so much, 25 points a game, right?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
It's amazing because you see these players getting older, like Durant. He's like getting older, but like you see these new players, new rookies and new sophomores who are trying to like show up now, trying to pop off, like Brandon Ingram as a replacement.
I feel like if the Pelicans actually develop properly, and they'll probably be title contenders in like 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years, yeah. With the amount of picks they have, they can easily trade for a star player.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Speaking of picks, the draft pick that went first overall went to the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony
The
Edwards.
Timberwolves' future, I mean, I'm kind of debating between them because they have Karl Anthony Towns.
Mm.
They have not D'Angelo Russell. They have D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, they have D'Lo.
Anthony Edwards now. Do you think
Yeah,
he'll be
yeah.
a bust by the end of it?
I think James Wiseman is gonna be ROTY Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the year, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play. I haven't seen Anthony Edwards play. Even second pick,
Yeah.
James Wiseman.
Because
They
it wouldn't make sense for James Wiseman to go to Timberwolves because they already have Karl Anthony
they
Towns.
already have big man. Yeah.
But then again, why would they choose a shooting guard if they already have D'Lo?
No, point guard is D'Lo. They run him
D'Lo's
as
going to
point
move
guard.
to point guard now, huh?
Oh no, but Rubio's not gonna be starting. He's gonna be bench.
That's true.
So
it's
D'Lo's
probably going to be
D-
D'Lo who's power forward, point guard.
D'Lo's a good point guard. He did that in the Brooklyn Nets when they went to the playoffs.
Do you think he's better as a shooting guard with like Curry and all that, or point guard with the Nets?
No, I think it actually helped D'Lo when he went to the Timberwolves, cause they're what's his name? D'Lo is friends with Karl Anthony Towns, which gives him like more chemistry.
That's true.
Yo, what do you think the Timberwolves would like try to get D-Book?
I mean, I do know that him, D-Book, and D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns are friends, but I don't know. Do they have? Because
the Suns won't give. The Suns won't give up.
I feel like D-Book, like that duo of D-Book and his name Chris Paul would probably be too valuable to the Suns.
Yeah, that's true. Because they need like more players, and they already lost Kelly Oubre.
Yep. Kelly Oubre was decent.
Yeah. Now talking about Kelly Oubre, his team is the Warriors. And what do you think about the Warriors?
I mean, the Warriors, like, it is quite unfortunate that Clay went down with another injury. So he's probably not going to be playing either the full season or anything of the season. He might not be playing at all. Curry's been doing good. Like in the preseason, they've trying to have a lot of chemistry together. Curry and Kelly.
Didn't he dunk? Did he dunk on Curry?
Yeah, he dunked on him. Yeah, it was a rebound. But
Flight Reacts was like, it's alright, Curry. He was making excuses, bro.
Because they did get James Wiseman, they did really need a center. Like for pretty much all of Golden State's history, their last good center was Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut, and what's his name? Verjao. And Verjao. Remember Verjao?
Oh, yeah.
He kept on switching from Cleveland to Warriors.
He went back and forth like 7 times or something.
Yeah. Zaza though, he's a dirty
Zaza
player.
Pachulia.
Didn't he injure like Kawhi?
He did, yeah. He stomped on, he stood on Kawhi's quad, and that's what injured him for the season.
They needed him for the last.
The Spurs got like 60 wins that year, but they still lost because
Zaza,
quad.
He's such a dirty player though.
Yeah. So I feel like James Wiseman, if he develops right, he'll be a decent center for Golden State. Realistically, do you think that Golden State will ever reach that peak like what they did years ago?
The Golden State dynasty? No.
Yeah.
Like, yes, but Dub Nation.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna reach it at like this time, like between 1 to like 4 years. I don't think they're gonna do it again. But maybe if they start rebuilding and like start actually making their team better, maybe they're gonna do it again. Cause Steve Kerr, he's gonna be like the new Greg Popovich.
Maybe.
And yeah, at this point they're just playing for fun. Not gonna lie, they're not.
Like a couple of years ago, he doesn't play good anymore. Because a couple of years ago he won Defensive Player of the Year, but now he averages like 8 points a game, and the only good thing that people have to say about him is his leadership.
Yeah. The Golden State Warriors have this future that's unstable. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's questionable whether or not everything will be clear for them.
Yeah, and they like their team is full of shooters. They need at least slashers like Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre can slash, but they don't have enough players who can slash, and they don't have enough big men, and they only have like Marquise Chris right now because Wiseman got COVID.
Yeah. Plus Willie Cauley-Stein got traded too, right? And they
Willie.
Boogie Cousins last year.
Yeah, it's tough for the Warriors because last season, last season, 2019 to 2020. Not 2019 to 2020. Last season. Yeah,
Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Yeah, that was tough for the Warriors. They lost every single player that they had. That was like really good, except for Curry. Curry stayed strong.
I feel like if Clay didn't get injured, they would probably be a pretty decent team. Because they have two like really good shooters. They have a decent developing big. They have a slasher in Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have like a bad bench.
Yeah, that's true. They have no players like good on the bench.
Bro, who the heck is Small Magic? And there's this like dude. I don't know if he's a good prospect. I've seen him play, but he only passes. There's this dude. He's like Irish. He has like he's red haired, and yeah, he's like really short. I think Yeah, he's short,
Mm.
and I don't know how he plays, and I don't know why why the Warriors picked him for the draft.
Yeah. So, like they selected James Wiseman, and then it was Nico Mannion.
Oh yeah.
He's one of those guys who overtime always hypes up. Yeah. But there's this one guy on the Magic. His name is Cole Anthony, I think.
Oh, Cole Anthony, dribble god.
He's been averaging like 18 points a game or something.
Isn't he dribble god or something?
Yeah.
They nicknamed him that. Yeah, he's. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. I haven't seen him play or anything. I should start to watch NCAA basketball more.
Yeah. Especially
'Cause I-
since that's going to be the future of our league, right?
Yeah, and because most of the people who are coming to our league are like, I mean, this year's draft picks were not playmakers. Not playmakers, I mean like role players. That's what I mean. And yeah, that's basically it for our podcast. We've talked about every single team. I mean, most teams in the Western Conference. We talked about the off season of each team and how they're gonna do well in the season, and how if they're gonna do well or bad in the season. Yeah, part two I guess would be Eastern Conference.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah,
Because there is some pretty interesting teams in the East.
that's true. Hornets, Pistons, those teams, and the Nets, of course. But yeah, that's basically our podcast. That's episode 4, and we talked about a Western Conference. Alright, peace.